It looked like as if we were in Bengaluru and not in Ahmedabad for the eliminator of the Indian Premier League, with Rajasthan Royals taking on Royal Challengers Bengaluru. Well, the RCB, which had a fairy tale of a ride in the second half of the tournament, claiming 6 wins and eventually, storming into the playoffs, was defeated by Rajasthan Royals, and it crashed out of the tournament. And its fans and the players will have to wait for another year to fulfill its dreams of winning that coveted title. But then, it did feel like that RCB would lose a match. It had everything. It had crowd support. The entire stadium was cheering for Virat Kohli and his Fab du Plessis and the entire RCB gang. Some of the decisions went in RCB's favour, but even then, it was heartbreak. On a surface, that Rajasthan Royals thought would be a little beneficial to the bowlers early on, keeping also the DU in mind that would come into the play later in the game. Rajasthan Royals decided to field and somehow managed to restrict RCB well within the 170 run mark, and that largely due to the efforts of Trent Bolt, Ravichandran Ashwin, and of course Avesh Khan. And by the time as the Rajasthan Royals got into the chase, it looked like it will be a cakewalk for them, with Yashasvi Jaiswal looking good, even though his partner Tom Kohler didn't quite look that promising. He struggled, and going forward, if Rajasthan Royals needs to dream big, because there are two more games. If they win the next qualifier in Chennai, then they've reached the final. So if they want to go that distance and go that far, they need to really tweak their little batting out and look at options, because with Josh Butler not available, this is not a life-for-life replacement. He's somehow struggling, and but today what happened was Yashasvi Jaiswal got off to a good start and eventually built a partnership with Sanju Samson. But then Cameron Green struck, and there were 3 quick wickets. For a moment, it looked like tables would turn. RCB would win. But then, hey, Riyan Parag and Shimron Hetmeyer made sure that they built a 45-run partnership, and that partnership proved very crucial in Rajasthan Royals' victory. I mean, they kept the team in the hunt throughout, and there was a little bit of sloppy fielding also from the RCB side, and making the most of it, Rajasthan Royals cruised with Riyan Parag and Shimron Hetmeyer. But then there was a twist in the tale. Just when it looked like as if it was to be a cakewalk for them, they lost both the wickets. Riyan Parag departed, followed by Shimron Hetmeyer. Now, in 12 balls, they needed 13 runs. Rovman Powell on the crease, along with Ravichandran Ashwin on the other end. Rovman Powell hits a couple of boundaries, then a couple of dot balls, and then seals it with the 6. And with that, Rajasthan Royals will now travel to Chennai and face Sunrisers Hyderabad and hope to break the jinx and reach yet another final after 2022. Last time it was heartbreak because it lost the final to Gujarat Titans. This time onwards, it's an opportunity to chase their dreams, but middle order still looks a little shaky, and RR needs to work on it. But for RCB, after a phenomenal campaign in the second half of the tournament, having won 6 games in a row, it was certainly a heartbreak, and it was also a possible end to the career of to the glorious career of Dinesh Karthik, who obviously had a tearful sort of farewell, even though there's no official announcement yet from either the BCC or the franchisee. But it is evident that we will not see DK for any of the teams, at least as a player, in the next edition of the IPL.